Everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up, baby.
Good evening. Stick around. We're just warming up, the man said. I don't know if you heard that or not. Of course, it's part of the music that I have in the background. Hello. Hey, I've missed you all. It feels like it's been way longer than a week. I think I missed last Wednesday, so it's been a week and a half. I think is what happened. But anyway, I'm back now, and I'm hoping that there won't be any interruptions anymore. No more traveling. Just a holiday, right? And it's going to be here. So, hi, Kay. Hello, hello. Happy day before Thanksgiving. I hope your turkey is basting well. My turkey is well and gone. I ate turkey the last 2 weeks. Hubby made a ham this week, so I haven't actually had any of it yet, but that'll be on the menu for tomorrow. He is not a turkey eater, so I had to do my own turkey. And it turned out good. I have enjoyed it. What I made today was the classic leftover turkey dish called turkey tetrazzini. And of course, it has pasta and cream of mushroom soup and mushrooms and chunks of turkey in there. And the pasta is, cooked. And then you bake it. Put a little Parmesan cheese on top. And yes, it was good. It was just like, I haven't had it for years. Tasted so good. Usually I make turkey soup, and I use the carcass for the broth, and then I put the extra chunks of meat in there. But this time, I didn't make soup. I decided I would go ahead and make turkey tetrazzini, which of course I'm the only one eating too. I'll tell you. In fact, I asked Cubby what he was going to do for supper, and he didn't give me much of an answer. I feel kind of bad. He's not going to eat, I don't think. Well, a lot to talk about. Our show and tell. The very first thing is right there beside me. Look at my cotton plant. This is round 2. This is from seeds from the one that I grew last year. It's not as happy as the first one was. It has one green bowl forming on it. Maybe it'll get happier. I don't know. It seems like I got an earlier start with the one last year, so it didn't hit the cold until way after it already set all its flowers and cotton bolls and everything. I really missed it this year. I started the seeds too late, so it's growing. And if, maybe if I can keep it through another season, hi Mass Bandit. If I can keep it maybe over the winter and then have it go outside next spring, maybe it'll put some more cotton out this year than the other one did. I am doing good. Happy almost Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is doing well. Off work, I know Mass Bandit is. Kate, I hope you have some days off. And I hope you have friends and family around. And that you enjoy your holiday. It's very hard. Mass Bandit, you'll start feeling this. It is very hard to feel like it's a holiday when you're retired. Every day just seems the same, and unless you do something different for it, right, it doesn't feel like a holiday. Hubby and I are actually going to go have a turkey ham eat out dinner at a farm place that we have about an hour's drive from us. So, family's too far away with the iffy winter weather. I am sorry for that. Yeah, that's rough when family is in the bad weather zone, and also, you're going to have to maybe work on going to your family at times when you wouldn't have normally gone. So, oh, sorry, you can't see the Pokemon because I'm on this screen. Let's go see the Pokemon. How come I can't see this? There we go. So, while I'm bringing this up, you can see I have a table full of very old things. There he is, for those of you that want to know. And that's what we're going to be talking about soon. But I'm going to go back to my face right now, because I'm going to finish talking about all the stuff I was going to tell you about. We traveled. We went, oh, well, I was talking about Thanksgiving. We are going to a farm place, so it's a buffet dinner. They'll have turkey and ham, so both of us get what we want, as well as all the trimmings. It's supposed to be a gorgeous day. It'll be a nice drive. No bad weather to worry about. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to have to get a drink of water. I've got a tickle in my throat. I feel like I've forgotten how to do this. I mean, it has, you take a week off or whatever, and it's like, oh, I got to do this or I got to do this. I don't feel like I'm back in the flow here. Mass Bandit, congratulations, you got it. You got the Wishcash. So, when we traveled, the reason I wasn't on Sunday was we were traveling, and we went up to Ohio. It was about a 6-hour drive one way, and we visited with my brother who lives up there. That is my home stomping grounds, so that's where he lives. And it was really nice. Got to see him and his wife. We went and ate out, which was, we were all very disappointed in the meal. We went to what we usually go to, which is the Bob Evans, and it just, none of us really thought our meal was all that good. So we decided that next time we get together, we will go someplace else. It's kind of funny because when we visit, it's usually, I have something I have to give to him from Mom's house or something like that. I had dishes that have my mom's last name, which he has, right? I don't have because I'm married. So not dishes, but glasses that have the initial on them. And I packed those up for him the last time I was down there, so I took that with him. But when we finished up eating, and I says, oh, don't forget, I have a box for you. He says, well, I have something for you too. I was like, you do? And he says, yeah, I do. So we went out to the cars and opened up the back ends, and he had 3 boxes of piano music. I play piano. My piano is at my mom's house. I don't have a piano here, so I'll be taking all this piano music down to my mom's house. But I was like, where'd you get this? And he was saying that he helped a buddy clean out a storage area of his buddy's family. And they came across all this piano music. So he says, well, my sister plays piano. You got anything you're going to do with this? And the guy says, I don't need this. Nobody in our family plays piano. So I really lucked out. And what I really mean by that is the fact that It was music from the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. You know, it was not, there was some current stuff, but it was really lots of the old sheet music that had was put out so much during that time. I got very proficient at reading the Roman numeral dates because I was always looking for the date as I went through this. So I brought it home, and I started on Monday, and I worked through the 3 boxes, and I have them all done, and I have them stored away, packed up so that I can take them down to Mom's. But I saved some out that I wanted to show for various reasons, just because, I love old things, and so often what I'm showing off or talking about is old linens or, needlework or something like that. This is more in line of the part of me that is a paper collector, which I'm a stamp collector, right? So the old stamps appeal to me. Well, this is in the same sense. I am going to wait. We are going to have our ad break in 3.5 minutes. It's going to start, and I'm going to wait until that ad is over with. I'm just going to sit here and talk a little bit until that ad is over and done with, and then we'll go to the other camera, and I'll start showing you some stuff. I also do intend to, if I have time, I have 2 bobbins that need plied together from the Aura, and I'm going to do it on the Aura. So anyway, that was what I did this week, was go through all that music, and I made some interesting discoveries. Not all of it was music related, and I just had a really good time doing it. Now, I think that there are things out of that I am going to be listing for sale. I probably will try eBay. I mean, I've had an eBay account to sell stuff for years and years, but I think I'll list them on eBay. They're very specific for people. Like, there was a whole bunch of music for clarinet, music for saxophone. There was one thing for drums. You know what I'm saying? They are not piano related. There's some vocal music. So I have a stack that is going to be listed. I have a feeling it's going to have to wait till after the first of the year, because I know how it goes. Once I get past Thanksgiving, I just can't do anything else, it seems like, but Christmas stuff, so I probably won't. I'm going to tell you about my glass of wine here. That is actually a Moscato, which is a yellow wine, but I had when I went to the grocery store, and I'm watching the notice about the ad. We got a minute, a little more than a minute. I went to the grocery store. You know how they have the little containers of berries? I bought raspberries, and I did what I wanted to do with it, but it was not the whole thing. I had raspberries left over. I sugared them thinking I would eat them, but that just didn't happen. And we were looking up something about wine and the Moscato, and they said I wanted to find recipes just besides just drinking the wine, and they said put raspberries. So I made raspberry syrup today. I put them in a pot, put some sugar on it, a little bit of water, let them boil for a while, let them sit for a good while, mashed everything up, and hello, you are just in time for an ad. We are counting down from 17, 16, 15. You're all going to have an ad here. Hang on, please, and come back. And then we should have a good long hour without any ads. So see you on the other side. And those of you that really didn't get ads, I think sometimes, like Knott's, I'm not sure you get an ad because if you just pop in, I don't know that it does that. I'm not real sure how that works. It warns me, oh, you just got out of an ad. Are you getting back in right now? I don't know how it works for you. Hopefully you don't have to. So you and I can have a chat. I don't know how this works. I just know that I had the opportunity on Streamlabs to set it up so that I ran ads at the beginning, and then after 60 minutes they run again. So stretch. Who's Wookie Boogie? I don't see you. Hello, hello. I just got here. I don't deserve a stretch yet. Always good to stretch. Welcome. Well, now it says it's in progress. So anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about making the raspberry syrup. So now I have raspberry syrup, and I put a little bit in the glass, and I put the Moscato wine on top of that, and now I have this really good raspberry Moscato. It tastes so good. I don't have any other things that I do with wine like that. Usually I just drink wine. But we were traveling, and when we travel, I drive, and hubby is, the navigator, and he always has his phone out anyway, and is on the phone, and I was talking to him about it. I said, when we get back from this trip, I'm going to open that big bottle of Moscato. I said, look up and see if there's anything we can do with it besides just drink the wine, because he's not real fond of wine. So that's how we came up with that information, by looking up what to do with it. Then bottom line is, no, there's not that much to do with wine, as far as, it's not like mixing a cocktail, right? There are cocktails with bubbly wines, Prosecco, but not regular wines, not too many. Okay, we got a little over a minute left. I'm glad you aren't back in the ad, Knots. Would be disappointing if they had done that. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's here. I was trying to figure out. I am not the person who puts up Christmas the day after Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving. I have been known to do that, right? But I'm not. It's not like a tradition or I got to do it thing. And we have traveled so much in the month of December over the last 4 years that I haven't had a fresh tree for years. We have an artificial one that we can use, and I'm going to be using the artificial one again. Okay, they're going to be back soon. 13/12, which is good, because then we can go look at the music I got, some of it. All right, welcome back. You all back? Real trees make you sick. Allergy? Yeah, that's totally a thing. Yeah, I know. But other than worrying about the cat drinking the water that is, you put in you put water in a stand for the tree to have if you have a real tree, and of course we don't have that with the artificial tree. So other than the water and the cat drinking it is the only thing that concerns me about having a real tree. I will usually get some greenery that's fresh. Because, oh man, I love that smell. I do. I just love that smell. And I have my daughter got me these really good scented sticks. And I mean, it's not incense. You don't burn them or anything. It's like air freshener sticks, and they smell exactly like Christmas trees. They are really good. So I stick one of those up all year round. They last forever, so it's really nice. All right, let's go to the other screen because we can have another Pokemon here. That seemed to come back fast. Here we go. Drober. I don't know. I think, yeah. All right. So, the very first thing I have on here. So this is this is stuff from the box. It's not at all of it. I mean, these were banker boxes, and they were full. So I had 3 banker boxes full, and that's a lot of sheet music. But there wasn't. It was maybe a fourth of it was sheet music. Then there were piano books that have thickness to them, right? Plus other books. So you know that they weren't stuffed full. There was enough room for somebody. Somebody had stored it that way so they could leaf through it to find what they wanted. But anyway, this isn't everything. But this I pulled out because it was so awesomely old or unusual or whatever. Yay! I got it. The very first thing is a stain removal chart that was in there. It's pulled out by All and the Monsanto Chemical Company. It is the type of stain, what to do for if it's a white cotton or linen in this column. And then over here in this column, it's what to do for other washables and colored fabrics, right? Well, this is very out of date. Some of this stuff isn't available anymore. It says at the bottom, All is the wonderful washing powder recommended by every top flight automatic washing machine manufacturer. Very first one was acid. Hold over bottle of strong ammonia, then treat with soda solution. I have never heard of trying to remove a stain by holding it but with ammonia fumes. I don't know about anybody else, but I found that to be really amazing. I was like, oh, okay. And that is for both white and color. And then they spell Argyle, Argyrol. I don't know. Argyrol. I was going to Google that. At first, I just was thinking, what I was thinking of was the knitting, Argyle. I didn't even think of it as a fabric. Nope, that's not it. Argyrl. Now, that is an local anti-infective for eyes. All right. Yeah, that's all it is compared to silver. I'll be darned. I don't have anything as far as fabric. So, Let me put fabric on here and see what it says. Wait a minute. This is the stain. Oh, this is the stain. I wonder what it was being used for. Dark brown compound of silver and a protein, used medically as a local anesthetic. Oh, it's like iodine or betadine. Okay. I was looking for it as a fabric. It's not a fabric, that's the stain. And that's like, I guess that's like our betadine now, and iodine. And that's just all with followed by diluted ammonia. Adhesive tape, they want to use carbon tetrachloride. I'm pretty sure we can't get that anymore. The blood and meat juice, which we still get, of course, is sponged with cold water. If the stain remains, soak in diluted ammonia until loosened and then launder first in lukewarm water. For candle wax, they don't do the ice thing. They say scrape off the excess white wax, place the stained portion on a blotter and cover it and press with a hot iron. And then sponge with carbon tetrachloride. You know what? Carbon tetrachloride is dry cleaning fluid. That's what that is. So it would be like, take it to your dry cleaners. Yeah. The chocolate or cocoa is dip the fabric up and down in hot water, then wash in hot all solution, bleach any remaining stain with hydrogen peroxide, and rinse well. And I think it's funny they have cod liver oil, which of course, I don't know, do people still give kids cod liver oil? But for fresh stains, rinse immediately in warm all solution, bleach remaining stains. If you have colored fabric, they say use carbon tetrachloride and then hydrogen peroxide. The funniest one I have seen, besides the ammonia fumes, okay, is pour bowl. Okay, for coffee and tea stains, and this is a good one because if we deal with old linens and stuff like that, usually it's beyond getting off because they're old and been washed many times and the stain's set. But for coffee and tea, if you get it right away, pour boiling water from a height of 2 feet through the stain. Okay. Why? I don't get that. You didn't want to weaken your fibers? I don't know. Use bleach for any remaining stains. Ice cream and cream? I don't consider that. You know, what I see with cream and that kind of thing is it leaves an oil residue, right? They say soak in cold water. If ice cream is fruit or chocolate, treat as such. Wash in warm all and rinse well. To get dye, how would you get dye off there? Soak in all solution to which 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide has been added for each gallon of water. Several hours of soaking is required. So if you get dye on your white tablecloth, that's what they're saying. So I like, oh yeah, there's more on the back. Fruit, grass stain, rub with a cooking fat or oil and wash in hot all solution. Bleach it. For ink, says test first in lukewarm water for water-soluble ink. Soak out stain. If not water-soluble, sponge with cleaning solvent or saturate spot with glycerin and sponge clean with water. I have some glycerin on my shelf. I bought a little bottle one time thinking I was going to make some soap products with it. Iron rust says apply rust remover. Right, that's using manufacturer direction. Or moisten with lemon juice and salt and dry in the sun. Lipstick is rubbed with lard or Vaseline. Wash in hot all solution. If stain remains, bleach with hydrogen peroxide. Do not use soap. Mildew says wash in hot all solution, moisten with lemon juice and salt and dry in the sun. Yeah. If stain is old, bleach with hydrogen peroxide. You know, when I was working with all those linens, I don't remember trying hydrogen peroxide. I think I did, though. And now, if you get mustard stain, it says for whites, use Javel or hydrosulfite. If you do it on colored fabric, it says use wood alcohol or chloroform. I don't have any of that. I don't even know what Javel is or hydrosulfite. If you get paint on it, soften with lard, oil, or Vaseline, then sponge with turpentine or banana oil. Wash in all solution. Rust is, there's an iron rust and a rust. Rust is oxalic acid or lemon juice. A rust remover may be used according to manufacturer direction. Yeah, here's one that, we don't have nowadays. Soot. Brush spot, then cover it with starch. Work the absorbent over the stain and brush away. Then sponge with all solution. Yeah, scorch. First launder, then bleach. Deep scorch cannot be removed. You burn a hole in your fabric, we can't help you. So this was funny, but it was in the music. So I'm just like, I'm keeping that. I just thought that was pretty cool. There was lots of things that I'm like, what? This is the cover only of a 1972 Ford Car Shop Manual, Volume 1 chassis. That's all it was. It was just the cover. Not keeping that. Too bad, but hubby was like, oh man, I wish that had been the whole thing. And this is an operetta for ladies' voices. It's called Book of Words, and it is. There's no music. It is a book of words, right? For ladies' voices. It's an operetta in 2 acts for lady voices called The Wild Rose. And there's, Act 1, Act 2, everything like that, but there's no music. So I think this was kind of like a Greek play. I'm not real sure. But they just did a reading. It was just voices. That's a thing with the Greek plays. And when it says chorus, you would have multiple people reading it. This is from 1915. This was copyright 1915. So when they had a party, and they wanted entertainment, they put on things like this. I don't think they memorized them. I think they just read them. A book of words. What gets me is whoever this belonged to, or whoever used this, was probably person number 9. And they were reading the part of Bobby, because Bobby has a check beside everything. So this was Bobby's part, or Bobby's book for Bobby. I plan to read this. I really do want to read it. I think it's going to be fun to read. There was several copies of a magazine that I'd never seen before called The Songwriter. This is one of the copies. And this is from October 1980. I'm also going to take a look through this and read it. I think it's going to be very interesting. Tom Waits with a song in his heartburn. We got another Pokemon up. Porta Studio. So, never had seen this one, and it gives the top 10 songs for country, soul, and easy listening from October 1980. And who did it? Don't know. B. Joel. Easy listening. B. Joel. Don't ask me why. Oh, Billy Joel. Billy Joel. Don't ask me why. Natalie Cole was number 2. Merle Haggard was number 2 in country. Johnny Lee was number 1. Soul OJs were number 1. Cool, and that kind of stuff you can, little bits of history you can come across. Just from somebody's little monthly magazine. This was a plan for a house. This was in there. You can't hardly see them because it's vellum, right? You can hardly see it, but I thought that was interesting. Somebody was messing around with a house plan. This was a bill, playbill. Not the bill. That's the poster. This was the book for Cleveland Playhouse. Production of The Portage to San Cristobal of A.H. Written by George Steiner. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But Cleveland Playhouse. Playbill. Pretty cool. What date is this? Let me see if I can find a date. Yeah, January 7th, 1986. Actually, the hairdos were looking 70s, but it says 1986. And just so I didn't feel neglected, I had patterns. Knitting patterns. And knitting or crochet. Kind of a cool sweater there, isn't it? I like that. I wouldn't look as good as she does in it because she's nice and thin. But it's called the Jacquards. These are the other two, which is interesting. Nice cardigans. So we have these patterns that belong to a lady in Cleveland, it says. I would do pink and green, where they put blue. I would put green. I might even put more green here. Oh, you know what? Those, I thought that was over. Those are actually sleeves knitted on there. That would be an interesting thing to do just to find out how it's done. Let's look at the sleeves here. Which one is this? This is $47.93. $47.93, shown on back cover. Okay, where's the sleeves? Sleeves with size 2 needle and color B, cast on, 47 stitches, work ribbing, change to size 3 needles, work increase into ribbing, 1 stitch each side, so many times, so many rows, so many, until you have 77 stitches, work for 16.5 inches from the beginning, and then join A, work in stockinette stitch. So that's this. That's ribbed. So it just is joined. It kind of looks like it overlaps there, but knit 1 row, purl 1 row for 8 rows. Following the chart, work 6 more rows. The chart would have the little these little things, and you go up and join it to the shoulder. Let me see here. Bind off, decrease, and sew it in. Interesting, isn't it? I did not catch that until I was sitting here looking at that closely. And it also said there's a hat. Oh, it's this hat right there. That sure looks like it's crocheted. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it is. It's crocheted. It's a nice hat, though. Okay, so these are Raglans. I love that pink. I mean, that's classic. Doesn't matter how old that is. Made out of worsted weight yarn. Not sure I'm going to like following this size. These are size from 9 months to size 50. That's how they do the sizes. And then they have a pullover for a man. A lot of just basic, simple patterns for everybody's sizes. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it's from Lee Ward's. You can't see that. There we go. It's from Lee Ward's. Remember Lee Ward stores? Alright, this is music. More music. I have a whole folder. They are really unusual. Almost like hand printed. And I see here it was done September 15th, 1937. It says there. But it is in a foreign language. I don't know if it's Polish. I think it's Polish, but I don't know for sure. It looks so much like stuff I've seen from my Ukrainian background, you know, from older stuff. If it was Ukrainian, I would just be like so excited and so stunned because that is my heritage. But it is, the whole folder is this way. This is from May 27, 1937. It has a cover. It's just, it's beautiful. I know it's like hand scripted. Copied maybe, but it's handwritten. I don't know. It's just really beautiful. It's unfortunately very yellowed. It's stapled, so I've got a little bit of that. Most of it, though, it's unbelievable how much is here. So much, no repeats, all different songs. So if anybody's watching this and you recognize, let me find something that's big. Look at the back here. Here's all the names. Here's it nice and bright. Maybe I'll put this in Discord. Put this one in Discord. And somebody might figure, see this and let me know. Maybe I can Google it. I wonder what would happen if I Google it. Beseli. That's a last name. Bratci. Huh. I got a YouTube. Let me pause my music a minute and let me play this. I have to. Slovenian octet. I never thought about doing this. This is so cool. It's this piece of music. I have Tra La La on here. They're singing this piece of music. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting. Trying to figure out where they are. Oh, they're right here. Yeah. No, they were here. I don't think they did all this here. Oh, that is amazing. That is so cool. Now I'm going to go through all of these. Yeah, I know. I don't know how in the world I would ever find that out. Right? It is just amazing. It just needs to be in the right person, but in many ways, I'm really happy to have it because it touches my Ukrainian background, really, my heritage. So, but to think about Googling it and hearing it did not occur to me until just tonight, and that is so neat. This one, I wanted to read the words. This one is a more recent one. It's called Brother Noah Gave Out Checks for Rain. I'd sing this if I could sing, but man, I can't sing. So, Deacon Jones addressed the congregation, said the roof lets in the rain, and the folks that am in aggravation to Reverend Jackson Smith, that's plain. Now I propose, good sisters and brothers, we raise some funds to shingle up the leak. Oh, my thing made a noise. A ball game we could play on Emancipation Day, but Sister Jones in loud tones then did speak. That am no game for good church folks to play, Deacon Jones replied. Does not the good book say that Eve stole first and Adam second? St. Peter umpired the game. Rebecca went to the well with a pitcher, and Ruth in the field won fame. Goliath was struck out by David, a base hit made on Abel by Cain. The prodigal son made one home run. Brother Noah gave out checks for rain. Is that not great? So I'm taking down to Florida. I can play that one. I might even learn to sing that one. Now we're in some really, really, really old. It is, unfortunately, bad shape. And, yay! I got one. It's taped. And the main reason I can play it, it's piano music. And it's an example of how bad some of it was and how they repaired some stuff sometimes. Okay, so there was a rip right here, and they just glued a piece of paper over it. That's how they fixed the rip. So anyway, this one is from 1908. Yeah, 1908. And this one is another one, same way. This is not a good example of how to fix it, because I can't put that on a piano. They put too much tape here and it won't open up. So this one is, I really can't figure out how I'm going to play it unless I crack this. I might crack this. I haven't, just separate it completely. But somebody took a part of a book and put them together in this, because the Wang Polka is just this first page. The rest of it is other stuff. So this is an example of not good repair, not good way to take care of it. Oh, when was this? This one I have trouble figuring out. In fact, I need to Google this because, to be honest with you, I can't read the 1800. All right, so Roman numeral. All right. I may have to get I don't know if I have my MDCC XC. I know C is 100. II. All right. 1792? No. M CC. That's the copyright. The copyright was entered in Stationers' Hall, London, England. Wow. I'm going to turn my music back on. I'm going to do a sticky note to that effect. Ooh, that's loud. Easy loud. Sorry. So sorry. I'm going to put that in there. I have doubts about that. It looks like it was printed way later. The music probably was copyrighted then, but it was printed later, I'm sure. This one is another that is just incredibly impossible to open up. It's called The March of the Flower Girls. I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do about that. I know I don't need to keep this. Right? I don't need to. But it's all stuck right here. This one is really bad. This one probably is not going to be able to be used or kept. These are pieces of stuff that I am not real sure. I'm going to take down. I'm going to play through it once, mess with it a little bit. This one says copyright 1895. Mary's the Girl for Me. By J.W. Stern. It's going to need some research to figure out what it really is age-wise. But these are so big, right? They used to make their music really big. And every page has come loose. This is copyright 1901. Hymn, Lead Kindly Light, would have been played at a church gathering or whatever. This one, Nearer My God to Thee, same way. For pianoforte, this one is copyright 1885. Again, just, when I was working through all this, it had chunks of paper on the floor that is just disintegrating. And there is, to me, no known way to archive paper once it's there's just, you can't restore it, right? Paper truly is not something that is going to last. The fact that it lasted 100 and some years is pretty amazing. This is a book. It's called Musical Zoo. It is piano duets, and it is terrible shape, but it's also a kid's book. I mean, it is great big beginner music, right? So this would have been the teacher would be over here, and the student would be here playing from this one, and the teacher and the student would be playing together. Did a lot of this in my piano learning, but it's unfortunately not in good shape. It's really falling apart. Too sad, I know, too sad. This was a letter, or just No, this was the words to Holy Night, which isn't really the song that I know, but Song of Christmas. Ye children, come sprightly, O come one and all to crib. O come gladly at angel's sweet call. Go see all the joys that blessed. I can't. It looks like they got, holiest night, which to then in heaven has for you in sight. Anyway, not songs I know. Somebody, it was somebody's Christmas song. And this is another thing that it's musical puns. So you need to be musically inclined to get it, right? Instead of saying there was an old woman who swallowed a fly, it was there was a young woman who swallowed a lie. We all know why she swallowed that lie. Perhaps she'll die. There was a young woman who swallowed a rule. Lived to serve others. She learned it in school. She swallowed the rule to hold up the lie. And we all D E A I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with the letters. D/E small m A/A D and then D. D M A D M A D D. There's two other songs here. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Open my eyes, illuminate me, Spirit divine. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit draw near. Really, really interesting stuff. I'm sure they were singing it. I think what I want to try to do is work out whether those are chords or something like that. Okay, I have this one pulled out because it is actually signed by the person who wrote this music. Right there is the signature. So I have an autographed copy of February Twilight, which is actually in very good shape and is from 1935. It is marked up. Somebody marked it up incredibly because they were playing it, so they marked on it to alert them to things. I have another here, Landon Ronald. This is called A Cycle of Life, 5 songs. And it is autographed. It is for a medium voice, and it was in 1906. From 1906. Really good shape. Probably printed later than that. Okay, I have this pulled out to show you. I have a whole box of this. They're called the Etude. This is an extra copy, so I can maybe sell it or whatever. It is from 1946. This my mom got, and I have a number of what she kept from when she was, before I was born. She was taking piano lessons. She was going to college for piano. She was thinking of becoming a piano teacher, and so this is the kind of material that teachers would get. But it also has, every issue has actual music in it. So, they're worth keeping because not only do you have articles, but you have music. So, I have a whole box of these. Yep. I'm excited about that. I like playing those because they're not hard, right? It might take a little practice, but they're not hard to sight read. This one is how they used to teach piano. It is another one that's all taped up and everything. But they are just real basic classical short things that most people learning happy goldfishes that are learning piano a lot of times we use for recitals and things like that. So this is in 10 grades. This is grade 3, which surprises me because the music's harder than I would have thought for grade 3. 10 is, probably really up there. This is a sheet music of the Marines hymn, which I thought was pretty cool. It is this what we know, but it really is like a gift wrap version of the music, right? It's real pretty. And it's from, I don't know when it's from. It doesn't really say. 45, maybe 1945. I can't really tell. I liked this one. This is another sheet music. We're building a bridge to Berlin. Look how war-oriented that is. Such a cool cover. It is from 1918. The other thing they do on all this music from the past, these, they're tiny, but they are like one line of all these different songs, and they say, try these on your piano, right? So it is Red, White, and Blue series of new patriotic and war songs. They give you a little hint of that. And you, of course, then go promptly and run out there and buy a copy of it, right? This is another one I loved the cover. The Best European Marches. It's a series. This one is The Jolly Coppersmith. And it is from 1890. It's got some tears on it, but no tape. Pretty good shape for 100 and some years. Last one is, again, what people use when they are learning piano technique. They are called exercises. There's scales, arpeggios, all that sort of thing. And, there's all sorts of modern ones out there now. But this one is from 1905. And so I just, of course, have to keep it and play through it. And that's it. Isn't that amazing? I really, really, really had a good time going through this music. And I have so much piano music now that's going down to Mom's house. All right. Enough yakking about that. Let's do some spinning. I took more than an hour, and I enjoyed sharing that with you all. Fun. It was really fun. And the stuff that, that I put away that I'm going to take and actually use, it's not novelty. It's just lots of good music to play piano. I am rusty playing my piano. I'm going to have to move my blanket up so I can treadle. Because I don't have one here to stay practiced with. Come on. It's fighting me. I need to back up some. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of chilly tonight. Even though my music's over. Let me get more music here. Let's see. What's playing? This one. I don't want that one. Here's one for an hour.
Well, folks, the clouds have rolled back in and the sweaters have come back out, which means fall is officially underway. That's right, we're trading beaches and barbecues for blankets and bonfires, and with that, the music changes too. So let's ease you into the fall with the next hour something of instrumental bliss. So stay warm, stay cozy.
Stay warm, stay cozy. I'm actually too warm. All right, let me bring this table over here so I can have my plies. I have this brown and a multicolor. I've done one bobbin full already. Now I'm gonna do another one. And then I can start spinning again. It feels like it's been a while since I've actually spun anything because of the getting ready for the booth and then being traveling and I am still dealing with some trouble with my eyes from the cataract surgery. Not trouble, but just adjustment. Right, I am still really trying to adjust. So I have not tried to do any close work like knitting or cross stitch or anything. Okay, I have to pull this up. Maybe not so much. That's weird. Gonna give you guys a rest from my voice for a while. We're going to get an ad in 2 minutes. Time to get up and stretch. Get yourself something to drink or eat. Or that ball of yarn that ran away from you. Go chase it. Take a break. Ad break is coming in 2 minutes. No, it's going now. Sorry about that. Oh, Guitar Nut, hello. I have missed you. Happy Thanksgiving, early Thanksgiving to you, too. Oh, man. Do me a favor and watch the video. The hour, first part of this. It's all about music. All about music. I got 3 banker boxes of music. And I found some goodies. So I would love for you to see that. So how are you? How's the menagerie? How's work? How's everything? Everything is very quiet. We're not traveling much. I did go up to see my brother over the last weekend. I've had both eyes, the cataracts have been removed, so there was a little bit of recovery time from that. But I am back to driving, and we are going to go to one of the nearby farm restaurant places for dinner tomorrow. Animals are all doing great. You've not worked much lately because you've been on 2 trips. Okay, you went to Nashville and flew up to Wisconsin. Oh my gosh. Is the RV for you, or did you just drive it home for somebody? My hubby has done that. That's why that was many years ago, but he has done that in the past where he went to get it for somebody. It's for you. How nice. That's nice. Well, now the world is yours for the road to travel. I always thought when I retired we'd travel all the time. We actually travel way less than I thought we would, even though we do go. But you know, it's just we're content to stay home. Going to use it for bluegrass festivals. Oh, how nice! That sounds so much fun. And then over the next year, you might phase out having animals so you can travel and work. I was just going to say the animals are a problem. Definitely a problem. If you want to travel. I've been having luck tonight. I've caught 2 Pokemon already. I don't know if I'll catch this one or not, but... Where's my pen? I lost my pen. There it is. Went to our new yarn store, local yarn store. It's in Louisville with my good friend yesterday. That was a ton of fun. I bought fiber from her. She calls herself Louisville Fiber Supply. And she has fabric and yarn and fiber. And I was very impressed. She didn't have, it's not a big shop, but she had plenty to choose from. And I bought a Christmas gift, and I bought a braid of fiber that's from a local dyer whose name I don't recognize. So the dyer is going to be at the store Sunday, December 3rd. And I'm going to go so I can meet her. So I'll be streaming on a different time. I may stream Saturday instead of Sunday, December 2nd. We'll see. But I want to be able to go and meet this lady that does the dye work, since I don't know her. But the lady is so nice that runs the store, and she has a great big room that can be used for community, knit-ins or whatever. She likes to call them craft events or craft-ins, because she says, I don't want people to think that they can't come if they don't knit. And she has a couple chairs, soft chairs, and a couch in the front. She has the sweetest puppy dog ever, which is unusual. Most yarn store owners seem to have cats, but this dog is really sweet. Very friendly. Didn't bark. Comes to the door and greets you. Everything a yarn store pet should be. So I'm quite excited about it. Next time I go, well, maybe not December 3rd, maybe in another month or so, I'm going to buy a big ball of Noro. She's got Noro yarn that, oh man, I fell in love with. Unfortunately, I also like the book. You know how Noro, yarn manufacturers will put out books for using their yarn. I don't know. But I thought before I do that, I'd take a look at what I have and then, you know, take that pattern in and buy yarn to go do that pattern. It's exciting to have a yarn store again. I'm getting very sleepy. I am such an early riser. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning, and I actually came in this room here and did some work, moved some boxes, cleaned up and stuff like that. I was up for an hour and a half, and then because I got a cup of coffee and ate some Belvita biscuits. I finally went back to bed, and I did sleep a couple more hours, but that's not a good night's sleep when you up half a good couple hours of it. I do that. A lot of times I can fall back to sleep without getting up, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. She is not a spinner, which that's not surprising, but so I don't know how much she'll actually stock for spinning. I think she was only doing this because it was a local person. She had actually met the person at the fiber fair that I went to, right? So well, the music seems loud to me. I'm sorry, guys. For some reason, I am drinking that wine, but you know what? It's so sweet that it's making me cough. I'll get some water. Okay. That should help. I am tired of plying. I did, when I cleaned up this room, I got a basket full of fiber that is next. The bottom, I just love spinning fiber. I love the spinning part. Right? Don't do enough of the other part to use it. So I pulled out all my Christmas, well, not all of them, but Christmas cookbooks. A lot, pulled out a big stack of them. I'm going to go through them, decide what cookies I want to make, because that's something I'm going to do before we go on the cruise. Put them in the freezer. Especially the standard sugar cookie with it, you roll out in ice. I freeze the sugar cookies and then ice, get them out, thaw them, and ice them. They work really good that way. Yeah. Aww. Christmas cookies are my favorite part of the holiday. I love cookies anyway. Alright, we're going to pass this song. They always stick one in there that is vocal. Nut horns. Oh, don't know that one. I really don't. I know crescents. They are ground walnuts and, of course, a dough shaped like a crescent moon and rolled in powdered sugar. Kind of sound like that. Maybe. I don't even remember that kind of name from my recipe books. What is your yeah, okay. They are. They're like nut crescents. Nut horn cookies. Yep. Got it. That is. It's very, very close to the crescents are the nuts are ground up in it, and the nut horn has like a paste or whatever you roll up in there. Yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it might be a regional thing. What? Yeah. I don't think so. Ooh, speaking of nuts and regional, we went to the liquor store and hubby wanted to buy a bourbon, and they talked us into the person there. We had already picked Elijah Craig, the bourbon Elijah Craig, but they said, well, look, for the same price, you can get this gift pack. It had a, oh shoot, what do you call it? You measure your alcohol out in a jigger. It had a jigger, but then it also had a little bottle of syrup. And it said black walnut syrup. And I kind of raised my eyebrows and said, I don't know. I don't like black walnuts. But we poured a glass of bourbon and we mixed 2 tablespoons of that black walnut syrup into what would end up then pouring our bourbon in the glass, and it was amazing. It was like just an immense nutty nuance to the bourbon. I was like, man, I hope I can find some more of this, because it's a small bottle, but it was good. I know Southern cooks that really swear by black walnuts and their flavor, but I have never learned to like it. Very much a pecan and walnut for my baking, and for eating, mixed nuts or cashews. That's what I like. Well, I really overspun this one bottom. Which one is it? It's the wood one. this weekend, one of the channels, I think it's USA, is playing all of the Harry Potter's movies. I don't need a quick tuck. I have quick tucks. This is going to be an incredible amount of yarn. I didn't really think I was putting all that much on the bobbins, but this this color, I have the hardest time remembering its name. It's called Chai. It's Border Leicester. What's the brown? I forget what the brown is. Shetland. Brown Shetland. That's why I always keep a little bit in a bag and put a label on it. I handle too many fibers over the course of even a month or two to remember them. went to visit. When I went to the yard store yesterday, I went with my good friend, and so I was at her house for a little while, and they were talking about Thanksgiving and who was doing what, bringing what. She has 2 daughters. She has 2 grandkids, and so. She assigned her youngest daughter, who is of age now, to make the cocktails. And I laughed and I said, seriously? You're actually just gonna make everybody a cocktail and give it to them? And she said, yeah. It's like, okay. If they're of age. I'm more of the open bar type of person, right? Help yourself. This is what I got right here. You can have what you want. You picked up your dad today for a visit. Aww. He rode with a friend from Florida to South Carolina and bought a one-way ticket home. What a nice deal. I'm glad you have family and company. That's wonderful. I hope you're having good weather. We have had beautiful weather. It lasted forever. It finally rained a little bit. We are still really in a drought, but it's turning cold tomorrow, and I don't think it's going to come back. I don't think it's going to warm up again ever. We're going to be in the 40s for a high for quite a while now. I sit down, anytime I sit down, I throw a blanket over me, and Newman comes in my lap. That cat has been in my lap off and on today so many times. I guess he's cold. And I have to laugh. We have vents, of course, that blow out hot air. But they run along the top of the ceiling in a enclosed area for the venting, for the whatever you call it. Anyway, the hall vent faces the stairway that goes upstairs. So he goes up about 10 steps. He knows exactly where that vent blows on the step. And he sits there. That's where he sits. Twitch has been going under the house. I don't know where. I think Ghost goes under there also, but Twitch will come out and meet us at the back door and stuff like that. If we've been out and about and come home down the driveway, she'll come out from under the house and meet us. Ghost doesn't do that. Ghost comes on the porch at meal times. You know, morning and night. He doesn't miss a meal. But they seem to be doing all right. I got a big kennel dog crate with blankets on the porch that they can go into, and there is also a protected area of the porch where hubby has some tall boards, you know, not wallboard, but plywood that is wall size, that he has propped up against the one wall of the house. And actually, that makes a really good place for them. I know that she goes back there some too. And just settles in there. I've never put any kind of blanket or anything in there, but so she'd be laying on the concrete, but still, it's a very protected area. And with their coat of fur, I think she's doing all right. Sometimes with a dinner party, you'll have a cocktail to go with it that you make them. Yeah, otherwise it's an open bar. You know, I have done that at Christmas. You are right. I have had specific Christmas cocktails that I made a picture of. So that is true. Maybe that was what my friend had in mind. They would be making a big picture of it, whatever they were making, just one thing. She didn't really say that, but it's very, very possible that's what she meant. Yeah, you know, something red and festive, that kind of thing. You had a big rainstorm, did you? I mean, it rained so bad still. Got a little tiny section here of pink and green. I love pink and green together for some reason. Well, I won't go out for Black Friday, but I am going to do some online shopping. I have not really that I need anything. I mean, I have gifts, pretty much I have gifts now for everybody. I could use more for my grandson. And there's some clothes that my daughter has suggested. But I always shop the Black Friday sales online. We used to get up and go. The last time we got up at the crack of dawn to go get in line was for a computer. Years and years ago. We don't have the computer anymore. Because it seemed like such a good deal. Nowadays, computers are just really inexpensive. Desktops, unless you're trying to do specific things with it. But just our general, even this computer that I got for the streaming, you know, it was under $500. So computers aren't the thing anymore, right? But I know people still go for specific toys and stuff that kids want. got some things in mind. For my grandson, no. He's he's 11. It's not easy anymore to figure out what to buy him. Just be the grandma and give him money. I know. That's the way it. That's why grandmas do that. He's a gamer. He is not a Lego builder. He's not a collector of anything. He's not a sports fan. He's not a reader. I got him a gift card for his favorite game so he can buy stuff in the game. I got him that. Got him a t-shirt. Oh, I can't say. I got my daughter a cute Christmas present, but I better not say anything on here. Now, the Black Friday sale, it mostly is get whatever they do special, like free shipping or whatever. I always like to buy from Harry and David this time of year. I like their pears. And that sounds weird, but I haven't done it for a couple years, so I really want to do it this year. And we actually have a Harry and David outlet that we can go to, but they don't carry pears there. They just have their other stuff, which is nice. I'll go and, get some chocolates or whatever, but I want to get their pears. You've been thinking about a sock knitting machine for a while. Might see if there's a sale on one of them. A new one? Wow. Yeah, that's I know what you mean. When I think about something for a while, I wait. You're right. And if it's something that they're going to be on Black Friday, I was joking with the yarn store owner when I called her originally to get her hours because it was going to be Thanksgiving week. I said I was just calling. We're going to come in on a Tuesday, but I wanted to make sure that you're going to be open that week because of the holiday. She said, oh yeah. She said, I'll be closed on Thursday. She said, but I'll be open Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And I said, you going to have a Black Friday sale? She said, no. That's exactly how she said no. So when we went on Tuesday, I was joking with her. And she said, you know what? She said, I decided to not be open on Friday. She said, I'm going to take Thursday and Friday off and go do some of my shopping on Friday. That's kind of, that's kind of a thing when you're a store owner and you're open. I don't know if she has Sunday hours or not. I can't remember. I said it, but I'm not really sure if she does or not. I think she might be closed Sunday, Monday. But anyway, that was pretty funny. No. Well, it looks like I'm coming up on my 2 hours. I am not going to try and finish this. I will do it tomorrow. I don't have to do anything at home tomorrow except get dressed for going out. And we're not eating until like 4:30, so we won't leave for quite a while. I will watch the parade, and I either watch or record the dog show because I love the dog show. So it'll be a quiet day at home, and we'll go and eat at the buffet. Hubby can have his ham, and I'll have my turkey or something, since I've already had a lot of turkey at home. Friday, I'll be online a lot. I am thinking about streaming most of the days. I just don't know exactly when I'm going to start. But we go on vacation the 6th through the 17th, I think it is, in December. So there's a chunk of December I won't be streaming. Which probably is okay, because I think that's when so many people really won't be watching anyway. But I think before that, up until December 5th, I will try and stream every day. Mostly in the afternoons. You've been working on your sweater while here? You're cooking tomorrow. Yeah. Are you one who smokes a turkey or fries it in a or smoker? That's what I want. Smoking it. That's the one thing I have thought about getting is I love smoked turkey, and I think hubby might like it. I'm not sure, but he might like it. So I've considered getting a smoker. You cook yours on the smoker, but not at a low temp. So it's kind of smoked, but more grilled. Oh, I didn't know it would come out that way. Pellet smokers are cool. You have a charcoal one. Well, that's good to know that you think the pellet smokers are better? I don't like messing with charcoal because, if there's charcoal involved, it's grilling, and I just let hubby do it. He's pretty good at it. Yeah, we ate out yesterday because we went into town. Because I went to the yard store, met up with my friend. He went over to his brother's house. Knitter, hello, happy holidays. You've been spinning and knitting. You got here just in time for me to leave. You and I think, are not on the same schedule. goodness, I am getting ready to say goodbye. You have the big green egg? Okay. But had a Camp Chef brand pellet smoker before this for a few years. Yeah. I don't really want a big green egg. I'm familiar with them, but I don't think I really want that. I don't know what I want. I'm not so sure I'd use it anyway. So, I tell you, it's great to have a big family that needs to eat and do all this stuff, you know, the big meals and leftovers. And it just, for two people, it really is not something that, oh, I don't know. I just can't put a lot of effort or energy into it. We'll just go out to eat. But we do have the ham, and I'm looking forward to some good ham sandwiches because I do love myself a good ham sandwich. Anyway, have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. Stay safe, be happy, enjoy it all, and I will try and be back on Sunday. As far as I know, nothing's going on. So Sunday afternoon, maybe Saturday too. We'll start with the extras. So, take care. See you later. Bye.